grab some meat or whatever you need. I'm Corey, and it's time to get into it. We're going to be doing another Diablo 2 Resurrected video today, but the video is going to be a little bit differently. I'm not going to be going over... I'm going to talk about what frustrates me the most about this game. Now, I have ran thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of Hell Chaos games. And one thing that I never encountered until Diablo 2 Resurrected is what I'm about to show you. It is very frustrating, it is very annoying, and it is something that irks my noodle beyond belief. So when you're running the River of Sanctuary occasionally, you'll find, actually almost every single run, if not every single run, you'll find the mages. The mages are these undead creatures that cast spells. But here's the thing. What the hell spells are they casting? You cannot see them. Now, you'll take a shit ton of... What the fuck? That was a massive freeze. You'll take a bunch of damage from them. But if you noticed, there was no spells showing up. This is one of the worst features that has been introduced with Diablo 2 Resurrected. If I were playing hardcore, I would lose my shit over this. This is something that should not be happening. The fact that when I'm doing these runs, and it's not every time, but the fact that when I'm doing these runs, I will come across these groups of skeleton mages, Oblivion Knights, that don't have any animations regarding their spells. It is a massive issue. If you can't see these spells that are flying at you, then you can't avoid them. You can't run away from them, you can't dodge them, and then you're just standing there and getting nuked. There's been a few different features that have been brought to the game that are kind of irritating. But I do truly believe this is one of the worst atrocities. Now, what frustrates me, or one of the things that frustrates me the most about this, is that when they fix the issue regarding cold damage, there is no way in the game to break cold immunity. You can have negative, and you know what, I'll just show you an example. So, you can have, which one? Orbs. So this character, this is obviously a character that was made in Hero Editor, which, if you're one of the people that watches my video on like some of my old builds, and you're like, oh my god, like seriously, this is a fake build. This is a fake character. This is obviously hacked. You know shit. Most people that are doing level 99 character build guides with like perfect gear, it's all done in Hero Editor or an equivalent program. Most people don't try to hide that. I've definitely never tried to hide that. But negative 225 to enemy cold resistance, and also an infinity on my Merc. Now this build is a perfected cold source. Not really, like it's a cold source, okay? This is an orb source with, again, negative 225 to enemy cold resistance. When Diablo 2 Resurrected first came out, one of the things that would happen is when you had negative enemy cold resistance, you could break cold immunity. They immediately went in and changed that. Now, as you'll see, even with negative 225 to the enemy cold res, as well as an infinity, I do literally nothing. My mercenary does everything. So they care enough about the game when certain streamers and certain YouTubers speak out against them to where they'll change things that, in my opinion, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that cold is supposed to work the same way that every other resistance in the game works. If you go to a lightning source, and you have Conviction Aura on, it breaks right through, no problem. This character does not have proper gear on. But it still doesn't matter, because let's look. Negative 5 to the enemy cold resistance. Right? Still, if we use Lightning Bolt, or Chain Lightning rather, let's see if we can find some enemies that are cold immune, or lightning immune. What fucking build is this? Oh, this is... Is this Nova? Yeah, this is Nova. So, you'll see their immunities as far as poison, and yes, this is in Hell. Their resistances to poison, and... what other resistance? These guys have fire. Doesn't exist. Fire resist from a distance. As they get close, it gets taken away. The cold, however, does not get removed. So they go in, and they'll adjust that to where now it's impossible. It's literally impossible to break cold immunity. Fire immunity you can break. Lightning immunity you can break. Poison immunity you can break. You have to do it a different way, but physical immunity you can break. Cold immunity, impossible to be broken. I don't think that that is the way that things are supposed to be. It's how things are, but I'm pretty sure that's not the way that they're supposed to be. Again, I don't have any negative fire resistance, I don't think. All I have is an infinity, which gives the Conviction Aura. And that allows it to break fire immunity when it gets close, fire immunity when it gets close, lightning immunity, of course, yet it doesn't break cold. I don't think that that's the way that things are supposed to be. Again, let's go. I know where there's some. Act 3 Trav. There is almost always these things, cold immune or lightning immune, get a little bit close, and it breaks the lightning immunity. So why is it that with simply a Conviction Aura, you can break lightning immunity, fire immunity, poison immunity, all these different immunities, but with a negative 225 to enemy cold resistance, as well as a Conviction Aura, you can't break cold immunity. There's some bugs in this game. There's some features, as some people would call them in this game, that need to be adjusted. I will fight to my dying breath that the cold resistance, the cold immunity issue is not how it's supposed to be. Again, if Conviction Aura can break everything in the game, with the exception of cold immunity, even if you have, and it wasn't like I put out a video regarding the cold immunity before. It wasn't like if you just have negative enemy cold resistance, it breaks all cold resistance. You had to reach a certain break point. And it didn't make the immune to cold go away. It simply made it to where you were able to do cold damage. Then if you added infinity on top of it, I believe that in that video it showed that you could break the cold immunity and get it out of there completely. I don't give a fuck what Llama says. That is seemingly not the way that it's supposed to work. If you could reach a certain break point in negative enemy cold resistance and then deal damage to cold immune monsters, then that means that it was working the same way that fire and lightning and poison was working, because that's effectively what Conviction Aura does. Reduces the defenses and resistances of nearby enemies. So anyways, that's my little rant about just two of the issues that we have here in Diablo 2 Resurrected. You know, they went through and they fixed a lot of things, they updated a lot of things, but I think this cold immune issue is something that needs to be resolved. There's a lot of builds that you can work with them to a certain point, even without infinity. And then once you put infinity on, you can clear anything. Cold builds are the one single build in this game that even with infinity, you cannot break resistances. You cannot break immunities. And I think that that is unacceptable. I may be a little bit biased because cold damage is my favorite damage type, and that's fine. I'm willing to accept that argument. But the fact of the matter is, when Diablo 2 Resurrected first dropped, once you broke the 200% cold resistance, you could damage, like the negative 250, you could damage these enemies out here with cold damage. If you had under negative 250 or under negative 200, you couldn't damage them still, which means there was likely some coding issue in Diablo 2 that was fixed when Diablo 2 Resurrected first dropped, and they took that away. They took it away because it wasn't like that originally, and Mr. Llama complained about it. I like Mr. Llama. I think Mr. Llama is the one true go-to resource when it comes to Diablo 2. But on this one, I will die on this hill because I don't think that it's acceptable. I don't like it, and I don't think that that's how it's actually supposed to be. And seriously, fix the casting issue here. Like, fix this. The fact that you can't see the spells being thrown at you is a big fucking issue. If you're standing here, and it's not that big of a deal for me because I can just walk back out and get my body. But if you're playing on hardcore and this happens to you, you're done. You're done with that character. That character's gone because of a bug. Because of a bug in the game that shouldn't be there. You know, there's no reason. And this is the only place that it happens, so it's an obvious bug. As soon as you walk into the Chaos Sanctuary, as you saw at the beginning of the video, as soon as you walk into the Chaos Sanctuary, you can start seeing those spells again. Even if it's a game where in the River of Flame you cannot see their spellcasts, when you walk into the Chaos Sanctuary, their spellcasts start appearing. And it doesn't happen every single time that the Oblivion Knights show up. It's something that needs to be fixed. Anyways, guys, I hope that y'all liked this video. I hope that you found it somewhat informative. Let me know down in the comment section. I know I say this in all of my videos, but let me know in the comment section what you think about this, how you feel about this. If you think that I'm wrong about the cold damage, let me know. But please provide a concise point instead of just saying you're wrong because I believe that you're wrong. I've stated why I think that it needs to be changed, why I think that it's an unintended thing, and I stated why I think they changed it back. If you disagree with me, great. I would love to hear why you do so. I'm not one of these people that are opposed to difference in opinions. As long as you can give me a reason as to why we have a difference in opinions. I'm always up for a debate and a discussion. I just need to know why you feel that way. And it's really frustrating that my fucking my shit cannot record or stream this game properly. I've been trying to get some type of sponsorship or affiliated deal with Meta PCs going, but I'm still waiting on any type of correspondence back from them. I obviously need a new PC. I obviously need an updated PC because this shit, I'm trying to stream this game and it just simply does not work. I'll be streaming something later tonight on twitch.tv/Kamal1319. It'll probably be WoW Classic. It'll probably be WoW Classic because WoW Classic I can actually stream effectively. In this game, even just recording it, I have no issues recording anything at all. Like, I can fucking put WoW, like current WoW on max graphics and record the gameplay, no issues. But for some reason, Diablo 2 Resurrected, it just don't fucking work. But yeah, that's the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. I'm out. I'm about to die.